All right, good afternoon. Today is the 26th, I believe. Yes, 26th of May. It's Monday and the weekday Euroscrum. Oh, Atlantic Scrum, sorry. And I'm here with John, myself, Brian, Pete, and Sampriti. And today I think we'll be doing a people-focused Scrum because there are so few of us. So I'll start with you, John, since you're on the leftmost. What have you been up to?
Uh, Basically, my weekend was taken from me by celebrations for my girlfriend's graduation.
Oh
So
yeah,
didn't get a lot
congratulations
done
to
at all.
her.
Yeah. But now that I'm recovered from all that, uh, I want to look at. I want to keep on working a little bit on the Scala stuff, but for Agile Venture stuff, I'm gonna be looking at that Karma runner that you were configuring last night. And I
Oh
think I'm
yeah,
going to be working on website 1, refactoring.
okay. I think
Um,
Raphael was.
by the runner, you mean the karma feature?
No, not the Karma feature. That's in Cordelia. It's Karma is a test runner. It's for like for testing JavaScript stuff. So it's nothing to do with the Karma system
Okay.
on website one. It's unfortunate naming. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Well, anything blocking you, John?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Cool. And since that's done, I'll move on to the next person. Pete, what have you been up to?
Hey Brian, um, not been up to very much this weekend. We had celebrations for my daughter's birthday. Birthdays, plural. Um,
Mhm.
so still
Happy
got.
birthday to them. They're twins, right?
They're
Both
twins.
of them.
They were 8 yesterday.
Brilliant.
Um, so we had a pool party at the in-laws' house
Okay.
with about 20 of their friends from school, which was a little bit mental. But now that's over with, I've got a little bit more work to do on Cordelia before I can integrate Workshop 1 into the IDE. I'll hope to be able to pair on that in about half an hour.
Cool.
Apart from that, I've been working with Vagrant a little bit, getting my head around the Puppet provisioning, and that's quite interesting.
Puppet?
Yeah.
Yeah, like vagrant, chef, puppet, all the different
Oh,
kinds
okay.
of.
Interesting.
So you can write a script to let the once Vagrant has brought up the virtual machine, instead of using an install script, you can use Puppet to tell the machine what packages and modules need to be included.
Okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Nothing blocking me at the moment.
Awesome. That's good to know. Let's move on to Sampriti. What have you been
I
up
have
to?
not much, nothing AV related. I've been just running some advanced jQuery, and I'll be continuing with that. And no plans on pairing. Maybe if I have time, I'll join some website one session, or if
Mhm.
there is. And nothing blocking me in the way. That's all.
Okay, cool. I guess that leaves me. So I have, well, been doing a lot of stuff on website one over the weekend. Since I didn't have much time, I've been perhaps rushing through, making the PRs and pushing things through. So Sampriti brought up an interesting point. I shouldn't be merging my own pull requests just as we are doing Cordelia. But the only problem is in website one, we don't have anybody else who can merge pull requests. So, since this is becoming a problem, I would like to have a slightly different system set up for website one in terms of the pull requests. So what I like to have is when people make pull requests, I'd like anybody to be able to review them, and then perhaps write in the pull request, write a comment like this has been reviewed by me or etc. Then I know it's been reviewed by somebody else other than me. Then I can decide whether or not to merge it. How's that? We can try this for a while, for a couple of pull requests, and see if it's too much of a hassle.
Sounds
What do
good.
you guys think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you give anyone else permission to merge so there can be a team?
I'll have to figure that out. But then doing it this way means anybody can do the review, and
Mhm.
they don't have to be owners of the repo to do a review. I mean, we can leave a few people, give a few people the permission to merge things, and everybody can review. So they just have to write in the comments like I've reviewed this or something, and that. What do you guys think? All right, see you,
Yeah, I mean,
Sentry.
Sampriti looks like he had to go,
Yep.
but the usually when we've reviewed something, we have some comment to make. So if there's no comment and everything looks good, then it makes sense to put that into the conversation.
Yep. I think because that's because in my at work at least this is what I usually do whenever
Hmm.
I make a pull request. I ask the rest of the team members to review it, and they have to explicitly say they've reviewed this before stuff can be pushed up. I haven't tried
Sign
that with
off.
Agile Ventures, but I want to try it, like for website one at least. What do you
Yeah,
think, John?
Yeah. Sounds
you don't
good.
have to have every member of the website one team
No,
sign
not
off,
every member, but
but like
at least one
one or
or
two, yeah.
two. Yeah, another pair of eyes to have a look at that. So it's all good. And also, I'm thinking because the commits now we're doing pairing in different ways, like over teammate and um, over Google Hangouts. We're not doing as much GitHub Pong. Perhaps it'd be a good idea if when you're making a pull request as well to as part of the pull request message you add the names, mention the names of the people you've paired with. So, for example, um, in the last two pull requests I made, only my name was on the commit count, but I have actually paired with a few people when I went through and made those code changes. So I think we should have like their names mentioned at least in the pull request message. What do you guys think?
Uh, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I would think that they would probably, well, it depends if there's a conversation getting started. So yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So that way, we don't have to force ourselves to do GitHub Pong just to get the other people's name on it to appear like you've actually been pairing with somebody.
Hmm.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
it would be difficult for that user to get credit if we have some sort of rating system on website one, because it will go on commits rather than mentions.
Well, I
Well,
guess,
we haven't
mm,
even implemented that yet, so we shouldn't think about,
That's it's in the
that as
far
being
future.
in. Yeah. Um, okay, so other than trying to improve the process of website one stuff, I have made two pull requests, mostly changing backend stuff. So in fact, if you go on website one develop, um, go to the members page, you can see a couple of people have been assigned titles. So if you want any titles, just let me know and I can give it to you guys. I've taken the liberty of assigning you John, the local support expert. And there are a
sure.
couple more. dotted around. So yeah, this hasn't made its way to production yet, but I think I will this evening push it up to production. Um, just a quick. Could I ask you guys to do a quick test for me? Can you go to website one develop and check if you can sign into GitHub? For some reason,
What's
I
the
can't.
URL?
I've got
Um,
PHP expert. I see.
yep. Do you want something
Okay.
else?
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, don't worry. This is on develop, so nobody's gonna see it.
All right, I've successfully signed in with GitHub.
Okay. So then it's just my browser doing something funny.
I
Good,
got authentication
because
failed.
oh, you got?
Yeah, on
Okay, try it
Chrome.
again.
Let me try Firefox.
I think sometimes the first time would be authentication failed, but then on subsequent attempts it actually works. Because on
Okay.
my Firefox it works. It's Chrome that's giving me weird errors.
Yep.
Okay, so
Failed
you
the
signed
first time,
in?
but then I could sign in. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it looks like a weird bug with Chrome. But for me it's just not letting me through at all. I don't know
Hmm.
why. Okay, anyway, aside from that, I've been playing around with the idea of redesigning the user's show page. The user's page, like the index page and the show page. So yeah, I've been actually let me see if I have that up actually. Yep. So I've just gotten rid of tabs. I didn't like the idea of having tabs and just spit all the information out here. It's not that much different, so but yeah, just because I didn't like tabs. Got rid of that. Don't know what you guys think. I mean, there's not so much stuff that it's
Yeah, it
getting in the
makes
way.
sense to put it straight onto the page.
Hmm. Yep.
Um,
So I might be making this as a separate pull request. So I think I'm starting to think it's a good idea to split features that have both front end and back end components into two PRs.
Hmm.
So for example, like the Karma system, I implemented all the back end and there was very little front end. And now I'm trying to at least tidy up the user show page and inject the front end portion of the pull request in. Yeah. Okay. So that's me in terms of stuff that's blocking me. Thankfully, nothing's blocking me today, but tomorrow onwards, I'll be blocked again by work.
So
Yeah.
is today a holiday in the UK as well?
Yep. It is. We have bank holiday today.
What for?
Um, just I think celebrating the end of spring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Although it doesn't feel like the end of spring right now. So yeah, that's me.
So the
So
way you did a user presenter is you just picked up some of the heavier logic and just collected it into this. Now, is this basically just for the show page? This stuff here?
um, I I think it's for any page. So right now it's just a generic user presenter.
Okay.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
is this
I
like
haven't.
a decorator? Um,
Yeah, it's sort of like a decorator specific to this for, I mean, outputting HTML in the views. So instead of putting your logic in the views, you have your logic in this class.
okay.
And then that does the transformations from the active record object. So display
Now,
name, actually, I should go on.
I was gonna ask, how do you get the view in here. Oh, I see. You have included the helpers. Okay. I've seen the way that Draper did it, just explicitly injected the view, but this is just as good as far as I can tell. So that you have access to, yeah, link to, for instance, or a certain path if you wanted it. Yeah, GitHub profile URL. Well, actually, no, that's not a view helper, but okay, cool.
Hmm. Yeah. Even though I did review this myself, I probably should have let other people review this. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, there's
it's
only so much that I can see on a diff. We'll see if anything breaks and then go from there.
sure. That's why we have tests.
Sure. Depends what kind of tests.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's also good for other members to do the review because you can
Yeah.
learn a lot,
Yeah,
and also the knowledge is passed around again, even without pairing, doing the review.
So
especially
what's
if you ask questions about code you don't understand.
got it.
Yep.
Present resource. So
That's because that's in device. Everything's named resource.
okay. And do you have some stuff in the application helper? I should just Control F application helper for setting up this syntax
That's
here.
in. Yeah, I think it's in application helper. Define, present.
Yeah. Oh, that's a spec.
It's at the end of
Oh,
the file.
that's a lot less code than I expected. I mean, I can see why that works, but if you were just copying the Rails cast, there was a lot more code. But this will work fine.
Hmm. I think it's because right now I'm doing a lot of the switching. I mean, choosing presenters inside the model itself. I might add the option of giving a present, like specifically mentioning a presenter or something here. Well, again, that's to play around with later.
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
I think in the Rails cast, did they give the option of choosing a presenter, like
What?
present something with this?
Well, what they
Well,
had, I believe, is the object that you pass into the presenter would be reflected on and constantized.
mhm,
And so you were setting up your own little convention over configurations
right.
for up some class. But this, you don't need that. This is good.
I think that logic is in the active record object.
Oh,
I've
the
extended
user
active
model.
record base. Yeah, I think particularly
User.
because I want to. Um, what did I want? Oh yes, I wanted to give the option of switching based on certain properties, just like when you link that blog post about the exhibit pattern.
Hmm.
I like the idea of being able to switch presenters based on certain criteria in a
Right.
model.
Do you have a
So,
switch like that somewhere?
yep, it's in active record. I've extended the active record base, so look for base extension, base underscore extension.
In the user model, or what file should I be looking in?
Um, in the base underscore extension dot .rb
Okay, I'm gonna look for base.rb. Nothing.
base. It's not rb. It's extension dot .rb. I think that's
Extension.rb.
the last. Yep.
Okay. So I don't know what this is.
I'm just extending active record
Present.
base.
Okay.
There's probably a more elegant way to be able to delegate the job to something else, like a presenter selector or something. But I just hack this in.
Okay. So where does this get called?
When in the present method, when you're yielding it, I call model.presenter, and then that goes in here, and then
Okay.
gets the default presenter. I'm
Okay. Yep.
thinking that,
Yep.
yeah,
Okay.
in a user model, I might, probably not the best place to have in a model, but you could override the method presenter and return something else based on certain properties.
So by putting this into active record, this is available in all your model classes that inherit from active record base, right?
That's right.
So you could basically, if you want, put conditional switches inside your user model where if current user something something, you can
Yep.
define presenter one way. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. I was thinking I can do that um, for the senior members and have their names formatted differently. Add a certain style tag somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's one idea I've been playing with. Perhaps it wasn't the best idea to have it like that. Maybe I could have delegated this off to some service that does the presenter selection for you. But
I mean, as you saw in the blog post, it was just some random module that was sort of part of the package of the other files that you were
yeah, true.
making. But
Oh
this is
yeah,
good enough for now.
yeah. That
In fact, this might be better in the long run. We'll see.
that actually reminded me of my idea. We could actually have a module that does the selection and include it in the user model. The module can define the presenter method, and when you include it, it will automatically use that presenter method from the module. That's what I
When
was
would you
thinking.
include it, though? Are you saying you just include it in user.rb?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna have this be in user.rb, but you're gonna suck it out into a module and then include it back in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could play around with that idea and figure out if it works. Anyway, so we've gone well over time. Any pairing sessions planned, you guys?
Raphael wants to pair on the refactoring, the
Okay,
authentication thing.
that's good. I might join in that as well. How about you, Pete?
Yeah,
Or
I'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll post a Cordelia Hangout.
okay, cool. All
So,
right.
can I ask you one more question?
Yep, go ahead.
It doesn't have to be on the record if you need to turn off the thing.
Okay,
But
sure.
what do you